Man, what is happening over there in the VTuber community? I love VTubers. I watch a lot of VTubers. I think half of the content that I watch is from VTubers. Like Rev Says Desu and Nux Taku. I think PNG tubers, I'll count them too, because I watch those guys. Just don't be part of a VTuber organization. Like, don't be part of any kind of organization. What the hell are you doing? Just be you. Just do your own thing. Why is everyone leaving this company? I don't know. Let's find out.
There's a topic I cover from time to time that always seems to ruffle some feathers and get people squirming in their chairs in anger, because I have less than kind things to say about some of the biggest players in the industry. But I just can't help myself. I can't bite my tongue on it. I'm like Winnie the Pooh poking a beehive because I'm addicted to the honey inside. And in this case, that honey is vindication. For a while now, I have bah-humbugged VTuber agencies. I've seen a lot of the contracts that some of the top talent were locked into with...
Yeah, don't be signing contracts with any kind of agency. It's just not going to turn out well. Every single time I've heard about an agency when it comes to like content creation, it's turned out really bad. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. You know why people do it? They do it for money. They do it for power. They do it for fame. And bro, it's not worth it. Don't do it. If that's what you're after, you're already a disgusting person, and it's just gonna end in shit. Honestly, that's how I feel about it. Oh, but these small creators, I don't fucking want to hear it. I'm working my ass off, doing everything myself with no help. I don't give a shit. Work on your own.
These organizations, and they are extraordinarily corrupt. I think the agencies in this space are exploitative, and they treat
agencies in general. They're trying to make as much money as possible. That's what happens whenever you get involved with somebody who's trying to make money. They're always trying to make money for themselves. They're not trying to make money for you. They will make money for you if they're making more money. But if they're not making more money, what's their incentive to make you more money?
Their talent more like prisoners. It is unbelievable the depths of greed that these agencies in the VTuber space have succumbed to. But before I dive deeper into the spaghetti and the meatballs on my disdain for VTuber agencies in the industry, I would like to give you the catalyst for why I'm
show me the formuloli.
Talking about it again today. It's because Iron Mouse just made a really sad video about why she's leaving VShojo. VShojo being another huge player in the VTuber space. They are a massive agency that's represented.
Good. Good for Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse probably sees it as a bad thing, but I see it as a good thing because now Iron Mouse gets to work alone.
Some of the top talent.
Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts...
They're keeping your money? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like something an agency would do.
Me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from VShojo.
For those that don't know who Iron Mouse is, she is...
That's a lot of fucking money. That's more money than I've made in my entire life. Holy shit. Just all in one go.
Is one of the biggest streamers on Twitch in terms of subscribers. She even broke the all-time subscriber record, and she has a primary immunodeficiency disease. She has CVID. So she does a lot of charitable work for this organization, and apparently she's just discovered that VShojo hasn't fully paid what they owed her personally, and they haven't paid the money that they owe to the charitable foundation that she...
It fucking sucks. We keep getting all these instances of people just fucking over charity and like using charity as a way to make themselves more money and then not paying the charities. iDubbbz. Fucking crazy. It's gotten to the point where just any kind of charitable organization, or not charitable organization, any kind of organization that is donating to charity, I've immediately got red flags going up. oh, our event is going to be making a lot of money. A lot of famous people are going to be there. And we're donating 34% of the proceeds to charity. Yeah, I don't believe you.
She was fundraising for something that she does often, but VShojo is
watch our thing, guys. We're donating to charity. You want to watch our thing? If you don't watch our thing that we're donating to charity for, you're a bad person. And then they don't pay the charity. It's marketing. That's what they're doing. They're using charity as part of their ad campaign to make more money, to get more viewers, more customers. They can make more profit. How about you throw on the event and donate 34% or whatever it was to charity and don't tell anybody? How about that?
Required in this process because they handle her money in certain cases, which is not uncommon in the space. Like, I'm going to get deeper into like a lot of things with VTuber agencies that I've tiptoed around quite a bit in the past, but I don't want to like fully go into the weeds of it here. But let me just go ahead and explain where that number's coming from, the $500,000 owed to charity that VShojo still hasn't paid.
They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked VShojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, VShojo has not paid the charity.
So in a nutshell,
Wow.
Iron Mouse ran a subathon. It was
That's some completionist type bullshit right there. That's some iDubbbz Anissa type bullshit.
extremely successful.
I'd say it's
and
worse
raised a ton
because this is an actual organization, not just a couple of people.
of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, and VShojo did pay it out the first time around, but
Which, by the way, Iron Mouse suffers from. So this is just doubly worse, triply worse, actually. It just gets on every level. As deep as you can go, it just keeps getting fucking worse.
when she came back for the second time the following year, it was even bigger, it broke records, and it raised over $500,000 that were supposed to go to the Immune Deficiency Foundation that has still not been paid out to the charitable organization to this day, according to Iron Mouse. Now, I've seen a little bit of confusion, people wondering why would VShojo even be handling that money in the first place? Why wouldn't it just come directly from Iron Mouse since it's her Twitch?
I don't know, ask people who are involved with machinima how that works.
Well, that's where you get into the really stinky territory where, in a lot of cases, these agencies, they handle the finances of the talent. Like, they put their grubby paws on it before the talent does. So it's not uncommon in the space for the agreement between talent and agency to have the agency directly handle, like, their Twitch subs and their Twitch revenue and their Twitch ads, that kind of thing. And in the full video, Iron Mouse goes deeper into this, so I highly encourage you to check out the full thing for the entire scoop. But in her case specifically, that was actually kind of appealing to her because then she would be able to stay even more private because she...
Yeah, I think they thought that they were bigger than the talent that they have. They were like, well, without us, Iron Mouse wouldn't be anything. Actually, it's the other way around. Without your talent, you wouldn't be anything.
really values her...
And you fuck over your talent, they're gonna fuck you.
anonymity. So having VShojo involved in that process was actually kind of a big deal to her. And for previous fundraising through Tiltify, it wasn't a problem, but when it came to the subathon money, since it was going through Twitch subs and everything, it meant VShojo was going to be involved in this process. And the first time it was fine, it apparently went off without issue, but this time, when the money was even higher, well, some kind of screws must have went loose over there at the VShojo headquarters. I guess that shit just fucking burst into...
Yeah, they took a play out of Machinima's book.
Flames or something, and they just haven't got around to it. They're still putting out some fires, and they'll get to it any day now.
VShojo is Machinima 2.0.
VShojo would be responsible for donating that
3.0.
money on her behalf, and
There was another company that was like Machinima that died a few years ago.
obligation that they still haven't fulfilled all this time later, according to Iron Mouse. It's diabolical, withholding over $500,000 to charity, and also withholding money that Iron Mouse is allegedly owed as well. And what's even crazier is how unsurprised I am by it. Now, full disclosure, I didn't know too much about VShojo's inner workings. That was one of the few agencies I wasn't super privy to on like the behind the scenes of. But I'd always heard good things, but I always had skepticism because of how the industry functions at the agency level from the other ones I know. And this kind of dirty, scummy, greedy business is just so standard for these agencies in the space. It is.
Just don't get involved in them. Just be yourself, be alone. Don't let anybody else handle your shit.
Sickening. Now, VShojo is going through big turbulence right now. They're losing some of their top talent. Like, even before Iron Mouse's video, about a month ago, they made a post about how Giga was going to be departing VShojo. And then just 48 hours later, they announced Zin would also be leaving VShojo, one of their original members. So there's definitely been some, curious Georges out there wondering what's going on at VShojo that's got everyone leaving. What's this exodus from VShojo all about? Fun fact, Giga is actually with us at Cheeky now. We're not like a VTuber agency. That's not what I'm trying to get across. Our soap. She really likes our soap, Cheeky soap. So she's partnered with us at Cheeky, and she's an absolute sweetheart. That's what I was trying to get across. The point is, some like really good people have been leaving VShojo, and now Iron Mouse.
Yeah, that's the only instance that anybody should be handling your money. When you're working with a sponsor, when somebody's like, I'm going to pay you to talk about my product, that's when you should let people handle your money. And they should be giving you all of the money that they owe you. And don't rely on some other organization to donate to charity on your behalf, because it's going to go wrong.
To drop this video,
they're going to keep that money.
Some very,
especially if their company is just barely holding on and they're circling the drain. Yeah, they'll do anything they can to hold on to your money.
Alleged scummy practices here.
It's either we rip off everybody or we completely burst into flames and crumble. Which one is better? I guess we're going to be ripping people off
at the VShojo corporate level, and I don't know how VShojo recovers from it going forward. They haven't made a statement yet. It's still a little too fresh as of me making this video. I'm very curious what they're going to say about it. If I had to spitball, I would imagine that their next play will be donating that money to the charitable foundation.
Yeah, if they have it. They probably don't have that much money.
Imagine they donate the $515K to the Immune Deficiency Foundation, or whatever the exact number was. I bet they'll do that to desperately try and save face. I don't think the community will respond well to it, because it's very clear that they're just doing it now because of the public pressure that's being exerted on them. I don't know.
Dude, every time I hear about VShojo, it's always terrible things.
How they move forward with a good reputation. I don't think all of their talent's going to leave overnight. I imagine a lot of those in fact, I'm confident a lot of those contracts lock them down for quite a while with like some non-disparagement clauses in there and everything. Like, I bet there is a lot of things at play where the talent won't be able to leave even if they really want to.
Yeah, but if the company's doing shitty practices and they don't want to be involved in that, I'm pretty sure you can get out of contracts for that. Like, oh, the company that I'm under contract with is doing a whole bunch of illegal shit. Oh, I can't get out of the illegal company because of a contract? Yeah, I don't think that works like that. I think they'll be able to if they're actually doing some really shitty practices. Like, not donating $500,000 to charity like they're supposed to.
And I can only hope that the community here doesn't start attacking the VShojo talent for staying, because I imagine in a lot of cases they don't have a choice. Now,
oh, they definitely do. They just won't be able to use their avatar and their name. Well, some of them will be able to use their name, but a lot of them, they're paying the company for their spot. And they kind of deserve the heat that they're going to get if they stay.
Now, that's kind of the situation in a nutshell, but I want to dive deeper into agencies as a whole. I've kind of teased it a little bit throughout the video. And I know people like to talk about VTubing as a whole, like it's some kind of niche that's not mainstream. That couldn't be further from the truth. It is a multi-billion-dollar industry. and it is so lucrative. And these agencies have swooped in and made sure they are the ones getting the lion's share of that money, and they'll kind of trickle down, drip feed a little milk from their titties to the talent that's under their umbrella. And
yeah, all these people that are signed up with places like VShojo, did they not ever think about the past with like music companies and movie companies? It's still going on today. We got problems going on today, but they're like, oh, you know what? This is not the same as that. I'm just going to go ahead and sign my life away. I'm going to sign this contract. Deal with the devil. There we go. All done. Now I'm stuck. Like, bro, you're either stupid or you're fucking retarded.
What's even more disgusting is they fed people shit and gave them a taste for it, an acquired palate, normalizing their greed, where the talent, the ones that are actually gathering the audience, you know, the actual VTubers, they don't see most of the money that they bring in.
Why did they that pause? Why did they get involved in the first place? Like, I kind of don't feel bad about the people that are involved in it getting fucked over. I feel bad about Iron Mouse not having $500 donated on her behalf when that was supposed to happen. That's pretty shitty. If you're getting fucked over yourself, though, because you signed a contract, that's on you.
The agency does. That includes merch. That includes their Twitch subs. That includes YouTube revenue. Pretty much any piece of the pie that has dollars.
And that's your own fault, honestly, for letting them handle all that. Like, come on.
Doubloons in it.
It sucks.
The agency is the one that's got their fingers in it, and the VTuber gets pieces of it.
Throughout history, this has never been a good idea. Why would you do it? You just not know history?
Winks. And I think it is so ass backwards. It has always rubbed me the wrong way. So I've always talked very negatively about VTuber agencies,
or really any talent agency at all.
The chagrin of the VTuber audience. The audience that watches VTubers is very loyal to their favorite creators in the space. So they get very upset when the 5'6" Florida man Neanderthal shoots spitballs at the agency that represents their favorite VTuber, because the community, like the relationship between the agency and the VTuber, is one that's supposed to be built on like a tight connection, like this partnership, almost like a family. But nothing.
A family. Corporations really like to build families, don't they?
Could be further from the truth. It's about as much of a family as like the prison warden is to the prisoners. I just think it is completely unacceptable the way a lot of these agencies.
We're a family, but if you die, you're going to be immediately replaced and we'll forget about you because money. We have to have all the money.
Treat their talent. I also think a lot of people have been completely misled by them on the industry as a whole, where they act like there's only one path to success when it comes to VTubing, or at least they did.
Yep, and when you're worried about that, if that's your worry, like, I want to be a successful VTuber, and then you sign your life away through a contract to one of these organizations, one of these talent agencies, that fucking sucks, but that's on you. You should have known better. You should have looked throughout history. Ask somebody. It's just so dumb. You're doing it for money, power, and fame, and look where it got you. You completely fucked yourselves. And it sucks, and these companies shouldn't be allowed to do that, but there's a reason why they do that. People keep signing up with them and then not saying anything about it, and they keep doing it and stay with them and keep getting fucked.
Not so much these days. It's starting to kind of get a little more clear that you don't have to sign with them, but for the longest time, it was as if there was only one path to success in the space, which was signing with an agency, where they basically give you a career. They grow you through their network. They give you all the tools to grow, but they basically own you. And I know the argument a lot of people make is, well, they gave you your career. You do owe them like 90% of the money that you generate. That makes sense. Without them, you were nothing. And I just think that is completely delusional. I think you've been brainwashed.
Yep. True. What Charlie said here is true. But you should know better. You should have known better. You should have looked at all of these agencies in the past that did the same thing to YouTubers. Every single one of them failed. Every single one of them failed.
Think that. It's a little different nowadays where so many people are doing really well independent. There are so many independent VTubers that are crushing it, and a lot of formally contracted talent for agencies have left to be indie and are still doing really well. So it's being proven that you don't need these agencies to succeed as a VTuber. And I understand, like,
it's like a jump start. You want to immediately be famous. You immediately want to make all the money in the world. And when you base your whole thing off of greed, it's gonna crumble.
You know, they do help speed up the growth of the career because then they just plug and play to like their network.
And then it's also not natural. It doesn't just grow naturally.
Work and just have eyes on you by default. But from everything I've seen, it just never really seems worth the trade-off. Like, you never get a better deal. So like, let's say you start with them and then
it always ends in shit. Every single one of them. Every single time.
You explode and become the biggest VTuber in the world. All the ones I've seen, the contracts don't scale with that success, so you still are locked into a bad deal. And now the agency just makes a killing off of your success.
Sounds very familiar. Sounds like something that's been happening since the 70s.
And you kind of stay in the same spot, more or less. Like, it just doesn't ever really feel worth it to do that. When you can...
Yeah, if I get offered a deal, I ain't taking it. Like, oh, but you'll make $100,000 a year if you take this deal. You're making nothing right now. Yeah, but what if I'm starting to make $2 million a year, but I'm still only getting paid $100,000 a year because you're taking it all? No fucking thank you. I'd rather have it all that I built myself with no help.
And still be very successful without these agencies.
Yep.
And it just sucks to see that it is still so...
If I don't succeed, oh well. I guess it wasn't meant to be. And I'm just going to keep having fun here. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all the notifications. I also got a gaming channel down there in the description if you want to check that out. Right now I'm playing Sly 2. And who knows what I'm going to be playing next.